much, Dakota. Yes, it's great to be here. Archon going up against NewBee, and we're already going to start it off with a fight. A full 5-man smoke down. Jeyo, welcome to the game. And Cap,
the game, I guess you could say he needs to start
big trouble up the top lane. Moo being initiated on with that Storm Bolt, but Untouchable makes life very, very difficult. Not to mention the Tombstone that's down. As WhiteBeard tries to get more aggressive. They're not with a lot of life, and they keep trying to go for these big decay hits. The rotations come in from Fluff. The stun is not enough control against Hao. He's already used the Warcry, and with Lee coming over, they just tether up, bottle each other in. And the regeneration's there, but it's the middle lane where Monkeys Forever dives underneath the tier 1 tower to get a solo kill over on the Tiny.
That was without even using Lasso, too, and now Undying finds Io. This is some good stuff here from Archon.
Archon may have no choice. WhiteBeard's rotated down, so is Fluff. That tower's going to get tossed down, but here comes that Spectral Horn. He's chasing after Lee. Can he get close enough? The Tombstone's down, but the Darkseer wall, the damage is way too much coming out there from Jeyo. They're able to find one. Now moving over towards that Darkseer. He's drained out of mana, but okay, there's not enough return damage from NewBee to find anything until Monkeys comes in, gets the lasso off. The Flame Break perfectly set up for it. Moo will die in the bottom lane. Again, okay, you rotate down the bottom lane. That one didn't go too well for you. Now you try and battle into the Enchantress. You use your magical burst damage to find the kill. Yep. Only just, though.
Tiny is such a good hero.
Which is their primary target. They're going after Moo. He's the closest target of them all, and there is no real way he can survive this. Do as much damage as he can in the meantime. 2 on the board, and NewBee is getting
ChuaN
picked off a couple of times, and ChuaN's going to be no different. The Flame Break cancelling that Death Ward. Even with the Malediction, he doesn't really have much of a chance. The Meg charge as well as the Surge, but Moo rotates over. He arrived very closely. He could have potentially stopped that tether out, but they went to the mid lane, and they're going after Moo. Fluff draining out what he can. There's 2 seconds till that relocate kicks back, but then in comes Jeyo, just Spectral horning himself forward. The Darkseer trying to surge himself away. Have they got enough? Yep, they do. Fingered down the Wisp, and the Darkseer, as ChuaN diving back underneath that tier 1 tower. The Impetus making life difficult, but actually more difficult is the Death Ward with a paralyzing cast from ChuaN. He gets the revenge kill, and they just keep going. Jeyo's so deep underneath that tower. He's going to survive through all of this, and now Hao comes in looking for some revenge. The Batrider in trouble, but he gets up the hillside and away. He's keeping very, very close. There's more support around the corner, but WhiteBeard...
late, so he probably didn't have one.
Probably going to contest.
And Sven doesn't have a TP there. It's just too difficult for them to fight.
Oh, paralyzing cast again with this Malediction. ChuaN's doing so much work. fluffnstuff's dead. DireEarth's WhiteBeard as well. Put inside that Darkseer wall. Backed back into it for a bit. And he's going Earn Charge down and then tossed up. Tombstone's gone, and this is Archon attempting almost a half attempt to stop NewBee from taking out the Ancient Stack, and now they relocate after Moo, chasing in towards that mid lane. You've got the Spectre nearby, but what's he really going to do? Slow down Moo with a Spectral Dagger? Yeah, he doesn't care about that. In fact, they come in range to allow the Paralyzing Cask to bounce once again.
He's not safe.
There's a NewBee Dire Observer Ward that saw everything. ChuaN should at least be a casualty of war here. You've already used your Flame Break. Now Hao turns with the stun of back, and then, well, of course, you didn't get the 3-man stun. They push forward with the Firefly. ChuaN, he's burning up until the Firefly runs out. There's still going to be the kill, as Moo can't run out of here. Another Finger of Death from Fluff to try and ensure the kill so they can move on to their next target. Still they're being pushed back, but WhiteBeard until he TP's out. Now Moo is going to toss him, and no, Jeyo's got no way out. It was smart until that.
Good. Bad news. I actually thought Jeyo was setting up to...
NewBee's just looking so good. ChuaN's going to get picked up. The Observer Ward, which is up on the hillside, allowed them to see ChuaN coming in, and now he's stuck. He's in the Firefly and being basically beaten down by the undead minions. So NewBee's push, they've got so much money behind them. You got to feel like you can go for a lot of this. They're sticking around because...
that's going to hurt. Oh.
Yeah, Lee came back with the Fak with the combo and the avalanche. NewBee kept alive thanks to that big soul rip that kicked in. And with a Spectral Haunt, they come back to front lines. WhiteBeard losing too much life. He couldn't get his secondary soul rip off. As Monkeys, he actually missed the Flame Break. Hao's able to TP out. But they need something else. Moo is the primary target. Spectral Dagger now comes back off cooldown. He just napalm him up and slow Moo up as much as they possibly can. Jeyo's going to go over the cliffside for it. The Flame
they've already had for ages on the DS, but...
WhiteBeard.
WhiteBeard's in a pretty awkward position.
Yeah. You actually wonder how the hell you get yourself into that position. But Monkeys are going to try and capitalize on it. The Tombstone's still down, and NewBee don't want to be fighting into this one. It's up on the hillside, so difficult to reach to, but they just relocated to the tunnel, and then your back wall, a huge 1-4. Ellie, he's moving himself forward. Maybe they can catch up to the Enchantress. She'll be healing herself up quite nicely. So it's the Batrider buyback trying to come back into this engagement. The Tombstone's managed to be mopped up, but it's this run from Moo. It's impossible to hit because the 4 points up untouchable, but Moo, he's able to finish the job onto Moo by actually just attacking him with his 4-4 combo. fluffnstuff's also on the run now from ChuaN as well as the IO. Doesn't risk fortification from Archon so they can slow the attack, but wow, Moo, that's very, very deep. But they'll be followed by the Darkseer. The Sun's going to be there. Even if you got his combo off, you've just got Moo on this high ground. No, the mech, they have enough life. Actually tossing WhiteBeard back over. The gem has been dropped down, and maybe NewBee just went a little bit too deep. ChuaN as well can't get back past the tower. The gems will be returned, even if the Batrider is tossed like a salad. They just try and keep going further. Hao slowed down so much that Radiance burn. They just chase up after him. The Spectral Dagger will actually miss onto Hao as the relocate from Wisp. It comes in. Where is the save going to come, though? You've got the Enchantress hot on the towers. They just keep running, looking for more damage, but the Enchantress isn't dealing enough. Moo will jump over as well, and there's your relocate save out. Is there enough time to TP out? You don't get. You know it's coming.
That's a 5-man rotation for a tower deny and killing off the.
You know, the funny thing is, it's kind of okay because they didn't get caught out by the full movement of NewBee on the top lane. Yeah. They were looking to punish Archon. Bought a Blink Dagger. He does not have a TP scroll. ChuaN's going to come. No, he's dead. He's dead. There is no survival from this. 6,000 net worth in front. They're going to go for a relocate. They're headed in towards the middle lane, chasing after Moo. The 4-star forward from Monkeys. The Flame Break as well, trying to buy some space, but Hao just too quick, and he's also got that crit on his back.
Task flew a little bit too far, so it didn't clip WhiteBeard. He's staying like that. Axe is so good.
Yeah, he's up to 2k life. They're going to go for another decay as well. This is when NewBee's got to be very, very careful. It might be deceptive just how much life they're losing here. And jeyo's looking for another initiation. Moving forward, that impetus damage from Moo, it's just ripping through the Darkseer, and you can see, like, okay, jeyo was moving on. He thought he could find himself a new target, and they're going to. Fluff's TP, blink forward. They find ChuaN out of position. So 2 extra kills, they actually are going to catch up to him, but no, the tether forward, but jeyo's already there. A nice Stormbolt will give them the space, but again, this movement from Moo, he's always at the right place at the right time. Help him out. He can't do it.
Oh, wait,
actually bring back the Sven! Oh my! Fluff got destroyed with the back wall. They caught out 3 heroes. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade-off as WhiteBeard. He gets brought down by Hao. You can start that Death Ward now for the Flame Break, and pretty quickly, but not quick enough. Monkeys Forever also having his life forfeit.
So they could have fought earlier. Because yeah, cool, now you've got a Manta Radiance, but just very late.
They have the Observe Ward there. In comes your relocate. The stun instantly just locking up the IO, but it doesn't stop the Sven. He just blinks himself forward. Almost 3 hits down the Enchantress. Thanks to Ghost Scepter, he'll be protected. But Moo being through Monkeys Forever on that bottom lane as well, so he's going to go down. 2 heroes being picked off. Your Spectral Haunt will kick in. And well, who do you really go on right now? Spectre? Actually, nice. Manta dodges the Stormbolt. With a double stun coming in from Fluff, you thought they could advantage, but then all of a sudden the Darkseer kicks back into play with a wonderful vac. They're going to surge forward this Sven, but the balls have already picked off the Lion. Impetus damage hits into Hal, but it's hitting like kittens right now. NewBee can just force the issue straight through the mid. The Aegis Immortal has gone. Maybe enough that NewBee just wants to back out.
They just claimed themselves another big...
The Observe Ward was taken. They're going to wrap around the back of Archon, who are expecting NewBee to be inside the... And there's just done Enchantress. 3 hits, the Ghost Scepter, Darkseer's Iron Shell burns it out. And holy crap, that Lion had no check. 5. And WhiteBeard is just like trapped. Tombstone down, expecting some kind of Roshan play. 4-staffed up. He's actually away from... What's he picked up? He's picked up a South. That's not a game-changing item. Gonna heal up and run in, having a green glow. At least he's able to like dodge out that Stormbolt. What have you got? You got a Blink Lasso, you're going to drag back the Sven, but the relocate save's already going to happen. A short range pull, and with the Death Ward, it bounces so much damage in combination with the Malediction. The Batrider's already down. That mid-Rax is just being disintegrated by NewBee. The bottom lane's going to follow in the same suit. And WhiteBeard, he's throwing everything he's got right now. Push down the Tombstone and just try and fight. At least Moo's going to miss the Avalanche. Quick Hex coming in from Fluff. They need more. The Ghost Scepter this time a little bit earlier from Moo, but then Moo just tosses Moo back over into the fight on top of WhiteBeard, and really, this game is over. The bottom Rax is toast, Archon's just getting cleaved up, and there is way too much damage. They cannot repel NewBee anymore. Game number 1 will go the way of NewBee as Archon stare down the barrel of a complete whitewash against them here in their group stage.
I think I want to give prop to Archon for actually just trying their best to play to their strengths with their picks and just to pressure as much early game as possible, but I was a much bigger fan of NewBee's draft overall in this, unless if Archon could have